Premier Automotive Group is making a difference in our community. Troy and Tracy Duhon founded Giving Hope NOLA to serve those in need in the greater New Orleans area. Giving Hope NOLA operates the food pantry of New Orleans, which has fed thousands of people hot meals since it opened in 2013. We specifically target both children and the elderly in New Orleans East. Giving Hope NOLA and Premier Automotive is making a difference. Learn more by visiting GivingHopeNOLA.org. The New Orleans Pelicans coming off of a huge win against the Los Angeles Clippers as we check out headlines of your Pelicans, who put themselves back squarely in the hunt in that 9th spot behind Phoenix. 3 games over 500. They've won 5 of 6, winning at home like you have to during a long homestand. Anthony Davis did not play against the Clippers, an abductor strain. That's a groin, by the way. And still at home this week, Atlanta on Monday. More on that in a moment. What a story. And at Oklahoma City, big game coming up on Wednesday before going on the road on Friday and then coming back to play the Chicago Bulls, another really good team, on Saturday. Anthony Davis not in uniform as the Pelicans hosted the Clippers Friday night. This looked bad, right? Clippers off to a quick start. Look at this guy, Austin Rivers. Remember him? He makes his return. A lot of subplots in this game. Chris Paul coming back to face his former team. Eric Gordon facing his former team. And Gordon was huge in this game. 28 points. Maybe the best I've seen him play in a Pelicans uniform, Brian. He had 7 dimes as well.
You know, he outplayed Chris Paul. I think the Clippers were flat, but I give a lot of it to the intensity that the Pels showed. AD wasn't playing. They came in flat, thought they could walk away with the win, and it didn't happen.
13 3-pointers in the game, Ricky. 5 each by Gordon and by this guy, Ryan Anderson.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, look like to me, the Clippers wasn't ready. They took it for granted. They thought that by Davis wasn't going to play, that they were going to have a cakewalk, and you got to play every game.
And Alexia Jensen, who we just saw, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 block shots. Chris Paul took over in the 4th quarter, got him within 1. Timeout, Monty Williams. Gordon hits a big 3 after Paul brings them within 1. And the Pelicans were never headed after that. Fredette makes some key free throws down the stretch. Good substitution by Williams to get him on the floor at that time. A good free throw shooter. Coached it well, played it well. It's a big win. I was there covering in a packed house on a Friday night, as good as it gets. And the Pelicans have proven. Dante Cunningham, look at the entry pass by Evans. That's the other story to me, Brian, is Tyreke Evans. He's running the floor, and in his last 4 games, he's got 12, 12, 8, and 12 assists. This is his best position, point guard. So what do you do when Drew Holiday comes back?
I know what I do. I keep playing him until the team shows differently. And Kenny, arguably, this is one of the most important weeks in Pels basketball history right now. They've got 2 chances, 3 chances really, if you count Chicago on Saturday, to make a statement in this league. They've got Atlanta tonight. They can stop that streak at 19. They've got Okie City on Wednesday, and then they've got the Bulls. These are 3 great matchups for them.
Just like OKC, I mean, I've been waiting on them to turn it around. Everybody's been looking. They haven't done it. So I think the Pelicans are in a great position. And I think Monty trying to get them right. They're like he's trying to do a better job in the 4th quarter, and that's what I like.
Yeah, like I said, really smart substitution going to Fredette there late when the game was on the line and you knew they were going to foul you, get your best free throw shooters on the floor. He was, and he nailed them, and that was important. Good move. And Oklahoma City has not made that run. We keep expecting it, so maybe we need to focus more on Phoenix, who's the team that sits ahead of you by 2.5, and they're a very good team. So the Atlanta Hawks are in town. What a story. 19 consecutive wins. Who are these guys?
I know it.
Well, I got news for you. They got 3 All-Stars. They've got a Popovich disciple coaching the team. They play just like San Antonio. They share the ball. They play defense. These are the longest win streaks in NBA history. The memorable Lakers win streak in 71-72 with Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, and Wilt Chamberlain. 27 for the Heat, of course, with LeBron and Wade and Bosh. And then Houston, of course, with that incredible run in 07 and 08. And the Milwaukee Bucks with then Lou Alcindor, of course, and Oscar Robertson back in 70-71. So Atlanta, 19 in a row, could tie the Bucks. This is a great spot for the Pelicans, Ricky. A national audience will be watching this one because of the Hawks streak. And if you can stop this win streak, you really put yourself on radar, and Anthony Davis will play tonight.
Yeah, and the Hawks, they really done done a great job with that team. They done got that team right. But just to hear that this is the first time a NBA team that been, undefeated for the whole month. You know what I mean? That's a great achievement already.
Name their coach. Can you name the Atlanta Hawks coach? I know. I mean, and Kenny alluded to it. I mean, they were a bunch of no-names. And Al Horford. I know Jeff T because he's an Indianapolis product, a high school kid. But they don't have Paul Millsap. But they don't have a lot of name guys. They don't have a lot of household names here.
25 too, like Anderson. Too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you're right.
I did.
Right.
I did games. I did 2 games that Paul Millsap played in when he was at Louisiana Tech. When he was doing radio for UNO at the time, and great player. And of course, Kyle Korver's maybe on his way to setting a record for three-point percentage in an NBA season. He's over 50%.
He looked
That's
like
absurd.
Anderson. Looked like Anderson to me.
It's absurd. Well, he's a lot better percentage shooter than Anderson. So they really have the whole package. That'll be great to watch. And then, as mentioned, Oklahoma City coming in. Then they go to Oklahoma City. So it's a home and home. That's a big swing there. If you can get 1, you're fine. You get 2, be fantastic. You might be setting your sights at Phoenix at that point in time. So really good stuff. And obviously, it's a big, big week for the Pelicans. When we return in just a moment, we'll talk college basketball as SportsNOLAtv continues.